Well, she married at 14 and she left. And she lived into her 80s. So she wasn't one of those two children that died violently. Second child was Mary Elizabeth. Mary Elizabeth was only 11 years old. And some people do research on Mary Elizabeth. But just like Elizabeth Acres, there were a lot of Mary Elizabeths, especially in this area. And so some of the research you do, they say that she was 8 years old when she died, or she never did die, but she did. She was 11 years old. She went downstairs on the first floor, where there's a kitchen. Did you hear something?
Yeah. There's a thing on it, like a glass, like a thing. I don't know. Did you hear it?
Yeah. So like a little clink of something.
Yeah, it's like a clink. That was neat.
Cool.
Sorry.
So anyway, she went downstairs into the winter kitchen. When you go downstairs in the first floor, just go behind the staircase, and there's your winter kitchen on your left. So she went in there for some reason, because of the styles women wore in those days, the dresses being long, skirts being long, touching the ground. She got too close to the fireplace, or an ember popped out and landed on her dress. But anyway, she caught fire and she died of her burns. But it took her 7 really painful, agonizing days to die. She died upstairs in the nursery. The first door you left when you go upstairs on the 3rd floor. So the 3rd child was Andrew Jackson Caldwell Jr., 18-month-old toddler, was playing on the stairs and fell and broke his neck. So the tragedy started with Lizzie first. She got the ball. Now, Mr. Caldwell needed a wife, so he remarried Harriet, and that's Harriet right there.
That's Harriet.
Harriet is a cool woman. She's my favorite spirit in the house.
Yeah.
If you believe in spirits.
Yes.
Okay. Because she's a very loving wife, very strong woman, very independent woman, and very brave woman. I say these things because of what happened in 1866. Mr. Caldwell died of typhoid fever. Remember, he had 1,500 acres here. He had slaves, he had crops, he had a lot of cattle and other livestock. And he also had a business making leather and lace products, saddles, and shoes, and belts, and things like that. So he was well to do. He dies in 1866 of typhoid fever, just like his first wife. She stays here in this house for 52 years, never remarried, but ran the plantation just like he did.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
I think she did that because that's her husband, and she took Mary seriously.
She loved him.
She loved him. You're right.
I love him.
So she decided that she's not going to remarry. That's her husband. So in 1920, she moved into Bowling Green. I'm sorry, 1918, she moved into Bowling Green. In 1920, she died. She had a will. The will read that Mr. Caldwell, whose body was in the little family cemetery we have, there's only 3 graves in it now. We're 4. Was Mary Elizabeth, who had Lizzie and AJ and him. But her will read that he was to be exhumed and taken into